Hello, guys. It's Ricky. I think it's been a minute. I don't remember the last time I uploaded, but it was probably recent. It's probably like 2 weeks ago. I'm having a bit of an off day. I'm in between classes right now, and I was thinking, what are the worst feelings that I can feel? And I decided to make a list. Um, and I feel like this concept is kind of vague. I think it'll make more sense once I start reading. So let's just start off with the first one. First one, and we have a good mix of psychological feelings and physical feelings. So, yeah, our first one is trying to behave normally and act normal when you know your ops are staring at you. This happened to me today. Someone that you don't like and they don't like you, and you both know you don't get along, and maybe your ex friends, maybe your exes, like just someone that you know hates you and is preying on your downfall, and then seeing them in public and having to act normal. So for me today, I had to make a pancake in or a waffle in like a waffle maker, and like there was someone who absolutely hates my guts making a bagel right next to me, and I could see them staring daggers into me, and I did not look. And I messed up my waffle barrel, but it was just very, yeah, it's a horrible feeling. Just trying to act normal when someone who hates you is staring at you. And you know they're staring at you. And even if they aren't staring at you, you know they're like gonna be aware and texting their friends about it. Like it's just horrible. Yeah. My second feeling, I'm gonna alternate. I think I said this, but I don't remember physical and psychological. So, physical feeling is allergies. Allergies, oh my god, I can't even talk about allergies without like my eyes watering. I hate them. Um, it's like the worst thing ever. The worst. The worst. It just like eyes watering, nose running, like just feeling like, it's just horrible. Just an objectively horrible feeling, and I don't like it, and I'm not a fan. And um, if I could live in a world without allergies, and like everyone I knew had to die, and I had to go, like that was the price I paid to live in this world without allergies, I think I would live in that world. Like, bye everybody. You know? Um, my next category is writing down like answers or notes or math problems that you don't understand at all. You just see them on the board and you write it down. And you're looking at this and you're like, I have no idea how to do this. This happens to me all the time. Um, it's horrible. It's really horrible. It's just like writing something down and knowing that you're supposed to be understanding this, but you're not. And everyone around you, they're probably understanding it, and you're not. And you have to write it down because you have to take your notes. But like, what does that mean? Does anyone know? I don't know. Do you guys know? And they do. They know. It's a horrible feeling. This is probably the feeling I'm most experienced with. I've been experiencing this feeling since like freshman year of high school. Um, routinely. And yeah, it's horrible. It mainly happens to me in math, but it can happen in a lot of things too, like science courses and just anything. Writing down an answer that you don't understand and you have no even dreams or aspirations to understand because it's that far out of your head, you know? The next feeling I have is freezing wind. Freezing wind combines two of my least favorite things, and that is the freezing cold and wind. Already objectively horrible things on here, and honestly, both worthy of a mention on this list: freezing cold air and wind. But when you combine the two, you get a unique blend of torture that makes me question why hell is typically described as very hot. Because if anyone has been in freezing wind before, they know that that is the worst torture any human could ever experience, or any being, really, at all. This is what stops me from saying that I'd want to reincarnate as a penguin, because I can't deal with that, although I love the penguins. I salute them, really. Love them. They're God's bravest soldiers, because how are they out there in that freezing wind? Like, it's just horrible, and I don't want to talk about it anymore because it pains me. Okay, this next one is kind of a double whammy. Feeling or being laughed at, horrible. Okay, and what I mean, okay, this can apply to like the typical like middle school bullying, like kids pointing and laughing. But what I'm referring to more and what's happened more in my life is like just my closest friends. Like, um, probably like 6 months ago, I got very upset about the global economy. It was very upsetting me. I felt like nobody has money and everyone needs money, and I was like, let me do something about this. Like, I need to like write an essay about this, or like campaign, or like become a governor or something. Like, I don't know. It's upsetting me and I want to do something about it. And so I told my best friends, I was like, guys, I want to fix the global economy and redistribute the wealth. And they were just like, right. And they laughed, like genuinely laughed in my face. And it's not like they were laughing like at me behind my back, you know? They were laughing at my face, in my face. But like, it wasn't a good feeling. And like, yes, it's a bit of a ridiculous, crazy claim to be like, guys, I want to redistribute the global wealth. But I was very serious about it. And it did not feel good to just have people kind of undermine me and be like, my best friends, mind you, just be like, right, like you're gonna do that, and like laugh at me. And then I told my real best friend, Bella Caldy, who I've talked about a couple times. Oh, maybe I shouldn't mention last names, but Bella, who I've talked about a couple times on the channel. I texted her and I was like, yo, am I crazy, or like, do you think I could redistribute the global wealth because I'm very upset about it? And she was like, low key, if anyone can do it, it's you. And I was like, thank you, bro. Like, thank you. Like, fuck. Like, that's all I wanted from my best friends here at college. And they just laughed at me. And that, I think, is that might be the number one, like, worst feeling. It's just like being laughed at, or like people not believing in you, or just not believing you, which is a separate thing. When you tell the truth about something and people don't believe you. I have a story. I was in 6th grade, so I think I was 11 or 12, and I woke up to this really creepy noise in my room that was like kind of like a crow, comparable to a crow, but it was in my room, and it woke me. That's how loud it was, and it was kind of like laughing. I still don't know what it was to this day, but it was very odd, very much freaked me out. I went to school and told everyone about it, and I had a best friend at the time. I still love her, and we were like 11 or 12, so I don't hold this against her. But I told like the class, and the class was very nice and supportive about it. And this one friend was like, that didn't happen. And I was like, what? Because it did. Like, I'm 19 now. If I lied about it, I'd tell you all now. Like, no, that definitely did happen. And then, like, I got to school and kids were like, oh my God, and it's Friday the 13th. And I realized it was indeed Friday the 13th, which I had not realized until someone told me. And that one friend was just like, that didn't happen. It's Friday the 13th. Like, you're trying to scare us all. Like, I don't really know why you're lying. I don't believe you. And I was just like, it breaks my heart like no other. And obviously that's a very minuscule, not serious situation, but obviously with more serious situations and people not being believed, like, I can just imagine how infuriating that would be. But also, back to my main point, just being laughed at, or people not believing in you and your abilities, and just like undermining you, not taking you serious when you want to be taken serious, and just like laughing. There's nothing I hate more in the world than people who are like, right, when you say something. Because I have friends that like say it a lot. Like, I'll say something serious and they're like, right. And that is like my least favorite type of person, because that's just like being mean. That's just kind of laughing at someone, right? Like, it just implies that this person's weird as fuck. Whoever just said whatever that you're saying right to is weird as fuck, because they're sarcastically like saying right and like agreeing. Like, I want to whack everyone who says that. So yeah, moving on. This is my final worst feeling, guys. And this is one that I have struggled with, and I actually wrote my college essay about. Taking off and landing when you're on a plane. Now, I feel like the obvious answer that people might go for here is turbulence. Me personally, I'm kind of chilling with turbulence. I mean, it's not my favorite thing, but for me, what's much, 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 much scarier is taking off and landing, because you're either going from stationary, not moving, to soaring through the air. And at a low level, right? You have to kind of get up there. So you're speeding around this track, and like anything in my head can go wrong, and it just like terrifies me. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to like manifest it. And then same thing with landing. You're going from speeding and then hitting the ground. What? Why would that there has to be a more efficient way to do this, guys. You are speeding through the air, and then you come down and you hit the ground. What? Like, why would that be what happens? I don't like that at all. And yeah, those were my worst feelings ever. For a little quick recap, we have an op watching you and you trying to act normal, allergies, writing answers to something you don't understand at all, freezing wind, being laughed at or not believed, and then taking off and landing in a plane. So let me know if you relate to any of these. Let me know your personal worst feelings. Maybe some of you guys have like lost limbs or something. Or maybe you have more psychological ones that I have missed. Let me know if you don't agree. Maybe you love the freezing wind. Maybe it rejuvenates you. I don't know if that's a word. But, like, and maybe you love the plane. So, yeah. Let me know. Thanks, guys.